From WRAL News and the Capital Broadcasting Podcast Network, this is your coronavirus news brief for Friday, April 16th. I'm Mark Boyle. Duke University is the latest to require incoming students to have the coronavirus vaccine. WRAL's Sarah Krueger explains the decision and how other universities are approaching the topic.
Duke has long required its students to get certain vaccines. A spokesperson says this is no different.
Obviously, the decision about whether to get a vaccination is a matter of personal choice. It's also a matter of personal choice about whether you choose to attend Duke.
While there are 3 vaccines in use in the U.S., none has full FDA approval.
Well, I think the legal question for students is a settled one. Certainly it is for Duke.
Across the country, it's a question universities are weighing. By phone, Durham attorney Daniel Meyer told me he thinks Duke has a right to require the shot. North Carolina Central Law professor Scott Holmes agrees.
In general, it's constitutional to impose mandatory vaccines, and the Supreme Court has upheld that under the 14th Amendment.
In a meeting last week, UNC Chapel Hill's chancellor suggested his school does not believe it can require it.
Right now, we would need a statute of change in the law here in North Carolina to mandate that.
Holmes disagrees. He thinks both public and private schools could legally make the shots mandatory.
The case law is pretty clear under the federal law and the Supreme Court precedent that this is an issue of public safety.
In my questions to other universities in our state, the response from Campbell stood out. Its vice president telling me, as the law does not seem to allow us to require emergency vaccines, he suspects not many will require them until the law is modified or the courts say it's okay.
Thank you for listening, and a little plug, you can listen to complete WRAL newscasts in podcast form. Subscribe to WRAL News Daily wherever you listen to podcasts. We post 5 newscasts each weekday and 2 on the weekends. You'll get all the news, weather, and sports you'd get on television, but in audio form. Just search WRAL News Daily. For the Coronavirus News Brief, I'm Mark Boyle.